It'd be interesting to see your thoughts on it, if I'm honest.
Well, hopefully you will see my thoughts on it, or more aptly hear my thoughts on it.
No,
Because we're live with our new podcast.
You hurt my ears there.
Yeah. Okay.
That was like an interesting intro. I like it.
Welcome to the first installment of the Trouser Mallard Podcast. Do you like?
I like Trouser Mallard. Yeah, Trouser Mallard. Yeah.
It's pretty difficult to say, but
it is. And people in work also thought that I was making a sexual joke.
Oh, true. Yeah.
So then to
yeah.
You know, usually it's trouser snake, but in this case we decided to replace it with duck, and they got a little confused and they thought that I had something wrong with me.
Yeah, I said it to Michael this morning when I had breakfast, and he says, "What, did you like put a duck down the front of your trousers or something?" I was like, "Ooh, no, can't do that. Don't do that. Ooh, not in our country."
Sounds like you're going to jail.
Yeah, no, I had the logo made up already, and it has duck in it, and the squared egg is the name of the channel. So I started looking up duck puns and came across Trouser Mallard, and I said, "What the hell is that?" And I don't want to explain it. I just want people to go and Google it themselves and find out, because it's
trademarked. When you look it up,
it's
you
quite
get money.
good.
Nailed it.
Yeah, and then you owe us money when you put it into Google. That's how trademarks work, right?
I think.
Yeah,
maybe.
My name is Neil, and my co-host is
Mitchell.
And we're just going to talk random stuff. I think he has a bit of a rant he wants to get off his chest.
But we'll get to that.
Yeah,
I won't do it straight away.
Might just start with a bit of news and how our week has been.
Sure.
Maybe the last even 2 weeks, 3 weeks, whatever. Then I have a couple of segments planned.
Oh, dirty.
One or two. We should probably go for about an hour.
Ooh, that's a long time.
Might break it down in smaller chunks and put the different segments up on YouTube as shorter videos, but the whole podcast will be available on SoundCloud.
Yeah, cool.
Okay.
Good.
Just for a bit of context, Mitchell has just arrived with a heap full of food and a coffee for me, so I let him stay. Mitchell, talk us through your thoughts here on your food choices.
I got 5 slightly dry, but albeit good sausage rolls. 2 sausages, because I mean, who doesn't love a good sausage?
Like sausages.
And then I bought some, which I've never seen before, Cadbury Crunchy Melts Double Indulgent biscuits.
So super fattening, fatty biscuits, Bicky Doodads.
Yeah,
lovely.
I was dragged on 15 kilometers of a run last night, which I struggled with greatly. Nicholas ran off and left me behind at Centra. So I was left to run on my own.
So what, for like 10 minutes?
No, more like 15 to 20. I was really slow. Yeah, it was really bad.
Well, you've always been a bit slow, but not expectedly with your feet.
Though. Yeah. Physically, I was usually not too bad.
Oh, you'll be proud of me, man. I joined the gym again. Woo!
Go Gym?
Yeah, I joined Go Gym.
Oh, nice.
Really nice gym. Yeah, really nice. I'm not
pricey.
Well, I took the student monthly price, so it's not the worst. It's probably the same as what we were playing in Platinum.
30, 35 or something, is it?
No, it's 30. I think it's 30 beans. I thought we were playing 29 in Platinum for student.
Maybe, yeah. I don't remember.
Anyway, yeah, really nice gym. Look, I'm not a gym aficionado. I'm not a guru or anything
like
that. But,
dude! But your deadlifting back in the day was so perfect.
Yeah. It cost me 6 months at a chiropractor, but yeah, my deadlifting skills were subpar. That's how you use that word, right?
I thought it was sub is always above, right?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Like a submarine is above the what? Wait.
No, it's above the ground level of the sea. Yeah. Submarine.
Yeah.
That's why marine animals are the ones that live on the ground.
I mean, this is why you're a teacher and I'm a learner.
Past life. A past life.
You're not out of it yet.
Anyway, I went there once this week because I only joined on the Tuesday, so I went on Thursday.
You didn't go on Tuesday when you joined?
No, I was getting some things in. Yeah, it sounds really strange, but I didn't think that was the deal. Like, rock up in your gym gear, we're like, "Oh, try me up." I thought they'd like process it or something. See if the money went through. Anyway, I went and I am dying.
You're dying?
Look, watch. This is Neil trying to raise his 2 arms. Right arm, straight up in the air. He gets.
Oh, he heard something.
He gets about 80% of the way there. Okay,
straight.
left one. I'm at about 70% to straight up in the air.
Yeah, I heard a lot more to go from like 50 to 70 though.
Fuck me. And then the other one is perfect.
Yeah, you heard yourself. Yeah,
it's just there, just at the back of my elbow, bottom of the tricep.
What exercises did you do?
I just did I did 2
push tries, buys, quads, hamstrings,
I just biceps for 4 hours. I did 2 push exercises, 2 pull exercises, leg press, and some cardio.
Very nice.
So I did shoulder press for my push, my start one. I did 5s. Like on the machine, even like assisted machine, like plate loaded machine. Yeah. I did incline bench then as well with max 10s. And I struggled with that. Was my finishing rep. And then some pulls, seated rows again. I think I was doing 20s on that because my back is still a little bit strong, thank God.
Yeah.
And some lat pull downs. Again, all machines.
Yeah.
And then leg press machine and incline treadmill for 15 minutes. Let's do a bit of a podcast. It's good fun. But again, really, really cool gym. Their change room is like a hotel spa. Like there's neon lights, fancy tiles, raindrop showers, and plants. I was like, what the fuck is going on?
Definitely better than Platinum.
Miles better than Platinum.
And energy.
I haven't been there since they redone it, so I'm not going to comment. But
past life.
But I really did enjoy the. I shouldn't say I really did enjoy the changing room of that gym. But no, the way that the shower was a separate room.
In energy,
because you walked into it, nobody could see you showering. Whereas in this one, it's quite similar to Platinum, that you're just lockers, and then there's a shower right beside you as you're putting on your clothes. You're like,
hey dude, nice balls.
Nice penis, bro. Yeah. So anyway, and I was driving home, and I nearly died on the way home because I was just sitting at traffic lights. And lights were red, waiting for them to go green. They went green, and I looked down to put first gear in, take the handbrake off, and then something on the windscreen, and I was like, "Fuck! What the hell was that?" And I like visually ducked. I thought a sniper had taken a shot at me. I was like, "What the hell?" A bird just shit in my windscreen. A bird, like I don't know why it was so loud. I don't know why it was so loud. Like
stones in it.
I thought something was gonna break through the windscreen, man. I ducked for cover. Like if there was somebody parked close to me, I would have hit that car. I was like, whoa. And yeah, the most annoying thing about it was not one that I looked like a fucking idiot, and
you
two,
no water to wash it off.
Two, no, I had water, but my crappy 1999 water thing only squirted halfway up the windscreen, and it's just out of reach of the window wipers as well. So I was just looking at it the whole way home. I was like, oh, God damn it, just out of the way, man.
Delightful.
Yeah.
That sounds like great.
I had a near-death experience that turned out just to be a bird shitting on my windscreen. It's
more near-death than anything that I've had for all week.
In the moment, it was near-death.
Yeah.
So yeah. I'm taking that as a win.
I'll give it to you.
In other news for Neil this week, I bought this coffee mug yesterday.
Yeah, it's very fancy. It's got a tire on it.
It's pretty damn cool, and I bought it yesterday, not even realizing that it has a really cool special feature. There's going to be some crinkling of a bag here. Mitchell, I'm placing my thermal coffee cup on the
it's got
table.
This stupid vacuum thing in the bottom where I can't lift it up.
Oh, that's too full. Maybe it's just the table. That sucks, man. But yeah, it's impossible to tip over on certain surfaces.
If you just tip, it's really hard to come off. But if you lift up, it comes up. Yeah.
So cool.
Deadly,
so I took it out of the box and put it down and boiled the kettle and then poured some water into it and then tried to pick it up and I was like, what the hell? What's going on? Wait a minute. Yeah, it's cool. I really like it.
Yeah. There seems to be a lot of them coming out. I'm not going to lie, I could have done with that last night. You were going to cringe a little bit here.
Mm-hmm.
So you know the way I have the PC mat? And then I have the PC exactly like you have laid out.
Yeah.
I had a coffee cup from the night before with a little bit of coffee left in it, and I went to push it with a pint glass filled with cream soda, white lemonade. And I was like, it's grand, it'll slide. Spilled a little bit, and then I don't know what I did, but I kind of was like, and I gave it a little shove. Lo and behold, what happened? The cup fell over.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Coffee went everywhere. It went all underneath the right hand screen, all down the back, all over the carpet, all over the floor. I was like,
how much coffee was in this? Like half a cup?
2 mouthfuls.
Oh. Okay.
No, it was 2 decent mouthfuls, but the problem was I had nothing to wipe it up with. So I had to run and get something, which was a t-shirt.
Mm-hmm.
Go and frantically push the t-shirt on.
Please tell me it was a white t-shirt.
It was grey.
Yeah, you'd make it good like a crappy tie-dye situation. 80s
smelly, crappy
tie-dye.
Yeah. More like I was homeless tie-dye.
Yeah.
So that was exciting for yesterday.
Any other news?
News for the week. Okay, so
mine was join the gym, killed myself.
Yeah, I don't really have anything that exciting. I've been looking into the house as I was saying to you. So yeah, had a bit of house looking into. Have been looking into tires for my car as I am verging on them being illegal.
Ooh, so lovely.
Yeah, so that's a bit of a shock when you come to pricing those bad boys.
In years.
I'm terrified. I'm moving from run flats to non-run flats.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still looking at between €600 and €800 for 4 tires.
Wow.
Yeah, so I'm trying to do a bit of saving on that. Went through college, did a little bit of college. Had college on Monday, Wednesday. Had a meeting.
Did you ever go over there yet?
No, I have to collect my student card.
Yeah, I went into the library and they said that you'd have to get in contact with the course administrator to organise somebody to pick it up for you.
Okay.
They wouldn't just hand it out willy-nilly.
Grant. Okay, that's not too bad. I'm gonna drive in anyway one of the days because you can park. I did the whole registration parking. Yeah, I was like, wait a minute. Of course I'm gonna do this. So now I can park in town for free.
Yep.
So
it's a nice handy dead walk to Southside Dublin.
And I mean, I'm in on Saturdays every second Saturday.
Oh, cool.
Was supposed to be in today, but they cancelled it, so wasn't in today. But yeah, it's grand. Have to say, doing 3 hours of college on a Monday and a Wednesday after work, difficult.
Yeah, I'd say
Difficult.
it is,
It's
man.
a 3 hour straight lecture with like
I'd
a
say
10-minute
it
break in a minute, and it is difficult.
Yeah.
Like, it's just,
It'll pay off.
it's not even
Just for a year?
necessarily a year. Yeah. 20 December should be finished up, but it's not even necessarily that what I'm doing is that difficult, because we're at the moment now where it's a lot of business students are trying to get up to like kind of the speed of what the science people already know, so it's a lot of basic stuff. But it's the length, it's the monotonous tone of a lecturer speaking for 3 hours straight that really just and then of course I am argumentative, so when they say something that I want to argue back on, I unmute
Keyboard
my microphone.
warrior. Microphone job.
Yeah, I speak to the entire class, and I'm like, will you please explain what you mean by this? Surely from a moral standpoint, this does not make any sense.
Dumbass.
Mute the microphone. He'd go on about it for like 20-30 minutes. It was great.
You dumbass.
But I was asking genuine questions, but he was arguing a point that I would disagree with. Yeah, I'm that guy.
You're that guy.
I am 100% that guy.
Wow.
But so yeah, did college Monday, Wednesday. And then yeah, nothing else really. Yesterday in work, I suppose I kind of figured out something that I can save the company a couple of maybe 20 or 30,000 euro a year. But other than that, no, I had a boring as hell week. I don't do anything exciting anymore.
Yeah, true. How's the running going?
No, it's sore.
Sore?
Yeah, and Nicholas abuses
Not used
me.
to it?
No, it's not even that. It's that I don't do Saturdays when he does the Saturday park runs.
Yeah.
So he's getting those 5k runs in.
Man, he looks in great shape.
He's an absolute machine.
Yeah, he's getting in great shape.
And he got new shoes as well. He was getting real bad shin splints with his Nike, so he went out and he bought himself a
Asics.
200 euro Asics.
Yeah, he's trying to become an Asics guy on Instagram.
when he
Yeah,
told me that
it's
last
so
night.
funny.
Johnny said to me, he goes, I'm going to buy 1,000 followers for like £2 because apparently you can do that. I was like, Nicholas, I don't know if it works necessarily just like that. Go on ahead and, buy what you got to buy.
Yeah, he's getting into the Insta life, and, everybody's got to have something.
Yeah,
Fair
but
play to him.
he won't take the pictures himself because his camera on his phone isn't good enough, so I have to take the pictures. And then I text them to him so he can put them up, and I'm like, surely I can just put these on my own Instagram. No, they're for me. I was like, okay, Nicholas, you can have them. He's absolutely gas.
He's great.
Yeah.
He's great. I love that kid.
He's too funny.
Of all our friends, Nick in my phone is still Nick the Kid. It's just his nickname. And I always say I love that kid, but like everyone else, I love that guy. I don't know why Nick is always just my kid friend. He's my childhood friend.
He's
he's a good guy, good dude.
Yeah. How was your week with Ben? Ben coming home?
Yeah, Ben was cool, man. It was nice to see him. Yeah, friend of mine was home from Canada. Hadn't seen him in 2 years now. Probably less than that. About a year and a half.
He came home.
Yeah, I did come home in that November for a while. Yeah, so about a year. Little over. Yeah, he looks great, man. He looks great. He's got the little hair that would a big top of his hair would come down right over his face, all the way down to his neck. Yeah, and shaved his back and sides. He looks sweet, man. He looks great shape. Loves his photography now, and he's really good at it too. His Instagram is really cool. It's very retro, and I don't know.
It's film, isn't it?
He's on film.
35mm film.
He's showing me all these he has a toy camera as well. It's like a pink camera that he bought in what would you call it, a thrift store, I think.
Oh yeah.
And it was second-hand job, but it was a child's toy, and he takes really cool photos with it. It's awesome.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Deadly.
And he's looking to get himself a Super 8, I think is what he's saving for next.
What's a Super 8?
You know the old video cameras I think they were in the 80s and 90s. Remember the movie Super 8?
Yeah. Huge big ones.
Yeah.
And
then obviously he was joking he'd love one of those ones that you have to wind as you go. They're really, really...
You speed up and it makes people go faster.
It was great to see him. We went for a walk down to Glendalough, had some lunch, drove up the Dublin Mountains. Thank God the Arse made it. You should have heard the Arse trying to go up the inclines. Oh man, it was so bad. Yeah, down a second gear.
The really high fish whine.
Oh, it was awful.
At least the exhaust can go.
Yeah, true.
Make it sound like there's a Subaru tearing through the mountains.
Oh, Subaru.
Yeah. Oh man, hell yeah.
Okay, let's start off the rant section. I'm going to start off with the more important rant. My rant is it's your rant, your section, but I have a really important rant. So I didn't even buy them, thank God, because if I bought them, I'd jump off a cliff. I was bought these Freddo Cadbury's Dairy Milk Treasures, and you know Freddo, the little frog chocolate bar, 25p when we were a kid, or 20p or something. So you open it up and there's a little toy, and I got this bobblehead cow in one side of the box, and then the other side of the box. You're expecting to have what? Because it's Freddo.
Chocolate
But what shape should the chocolate be?
In shape of a Freddo.
A Freddo bar?
Freddo.
or the Freddo Faces that they released a few years ago.
What are you?
No, I got Scoundrel and I just got buttons.
Buttons!
Little small buttons.
How is that Freddo at all?
You know, this is a travesty. We need to take down the corporation, man. We need to fight the power. You know, we need to bring dairy milk to its knees. Support Nestle, folks. Bring Nestle back.
Hey, take that back. No.
Oh.
But I do think that we should tell Cadbury's that they can't start taking, you know, the way they're swapping out their butter.
Are they?
They're changing the way they make chocolate. I don't know exactly.
Yeah, they're not making frog shapes anymore.
I think they are, but just not in this packaging.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Because there's a frog on the box.
I know. I feel like, do you know what? They lied to you as a consumer.
Yeah.
I think you have a case.
I know my rights.
You know your rights.
I also know my
What's
left.
that, Fifth Amendment? No, that's fair. Cadbury's, in my eyes, have gone downhill rapidly over the last while. So yeah, I would write them a strongly worded letter. Don't type it. Don't do anything like that. Actually, handwrite that letter.
This fancy Gmail. Yeah.
Fuck that. No, Hotmail.
Oh man, yeah, my sister in Australia sent me. She was like, "Hey, will you email me out X, Y, and Z?" I was like, "Cool, send me on your email." She's still using Hotmail. I was like, "What?"
Hey man, someone gave me their email address the other day, and it was at AOL. I thought that was gone.
Wow.
I thought that was gone. I didn't think that existed. AOL and Yahoo.
I use Yahoo. No, I like Yahoo. Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't like
Gmail,
this
man.
whole Gmail incorporated into your browser and they copy everything and blah,
That's
blah,
great.
blah. I'm assuming Yahoo do the same. I'm pretty sure Google bought Yahoo, didn't they?
I think so.
Yeah, so I'm not really doing anything majorly different here. But I'm not arsed setting up a new Gmail account.
See, I like Gmail because it's all integrated, so I get ads for the same stuff in Gmail, Facebook, and everything. Get them all together.
Yeah, I still get it. It's all the same. I just don't want to change yahoo.com to gmail.com.
That's fair.
You know?
Fight the power.
Fight the power, you know? I'm a eco warrior, blah, 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 bullshit. Okay, this is the rant section. Mitchell, hit me with it.
I gotta let it out. Okay, I gotta let it out. So, my insurance is up for renewal.
Cool.
And Leanne is aware of this.
Cool.
And when I checked my policy, it turns out that I actually still had Leisha on my policy, and I was like, that's a bit awkward there. Better go and update that. So I jumped online, and I went to change my policy and put Leanne on. And when I went to put Leanne on, it turns out that I can't put another driver on online. I have to ring up and do it. I was like, okay, that's no problem. I'll ring up and I'll put her on online. So I removed Leisha online, but I couldn't put Leanne on. I rang up and I was like, grand. I was like, yeah, can I remove Tom O'Mara as well, as he has 3 penalty points, and when I'm renewing my insurance,
Tom got some penalty points?
Dad got him penalty points, yeah. He didn't say what for, so I don't know how fast he was going or anything. But so anyway, they said, yeah, that's no problem. So they removed, and I went online, and it just asked me to put in all their details. So I was like, right, went online, put in all their details. Now, to me, right, when there's an option of, you know, like mother, father, brother, sister, blah, 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 you go down through all of them, and spouse/partner is there.
Yeah.
To me, if they're your girlfriend, boyfriend, or significant other, they are a partner.
Yeah.
I would classify them as partner.
Well, yeah, if there's no other option, yeah.
Exactly. So and there wasn't, just in case.
Was there an other option?
There was another option, yeah. Okay. But I would still classify somebody that I am going out with, and I share responsibility for certain things with as my partner, not my spouse, until obviously we're further down the line if that ever gets there. So when I looked at my insurance policy was Leanne, other, but Leisha was spouse partner. So I rang up them and I was like, hey, I can't change this to spouse partner. What's the story? They're like, you can't make that kind of change online. So it's like, okay, can I change her to my spouse partner? She's my girlfriend. Like, oh no, does she live with you? And I was like, no. Does she share financial responsibility for paying rent with you? And I'm like, no, she's my girlfriend. It's like, oh, she's not your spouse or partner. I was like, neither was Leisha, but I got away with that before. They were like, oh, well, if you weren't aware of it at the time, then you can't be penalised for it. So at the time you didn't know that spouse partner meant they had to live with you and share financial responsibility. I was like, okay, so where on the website does it say that? And they were like, oh, it's under our, I can't remember the word, but it was under our assumptions. So I went to the assumptions page and I read it. Nowhere on the page did it say that spouse partner has to live with you or share financial responsibility. So I rang back and I was like, blah, 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 had a big rant with them, big give out, and basically my insurance has gone up by over €200 now. Because, and I don't have Leanne on it. I've had to take Leanne off because it would have been €1,300 with Leanne on it, even though she's driving longer than Leisha was, purely because I can't put her down as a spouse partner. So I made a formal complaint to Aviva that I asked them to lodge then and there, and I wanted to be contacted about it on Monday, about the discrimination between a couple as opposed to a single person.
Yeah.
And how they can say that just because I'm either, I don't have a spouse partner, i.e. I'm basically single, my insurance should be greater than that of somebody in a relationship. If you can't differentiate based on gender, how can you differentiate based on someone who's single or who's even at that, someone who's married that they don't live together because their husband works in Dubai, but yet they live in Ashburn.
True.
That is officially classified as not being a spouse partner. How does that make any sense?
Nah, that surely can't be right, because if they're married, they're sharing responsibilities. They're probably paying mortgage together.
But it says they have to live in the same house.
Okay.
Yeah, and when I asked if she lived in Ashburn 5 days a week, then would she be classified as a spouse partner? And they said no, because you don't pay rent, so you have to have both things together. You have to pay rent or financial responsibility on the accommodation and live in the same house. So it's just interesting. To me, it was really, really annoying that although I rang up to make sure that I wasn't doing anything wrong, I've now basically cost myself €200.
Yeah, you're doing the right thing.
Leanne is now not on my policy.
Yeah, but you're a good citizen. You're paying the right amount of your taxes and that and blah blah blah. You're contributing to our country. You should feel good about yourself for screwing yourself out of $200.
I feel good.
You should feel really good.
Man, it's rare that I will get angry over the phone and not shout but raise my voice to talk over people down the phone.
I hate
and I had to do it to 3 people. A lovely man called Paul, who I felt sorry for, but he got most of my wrath.
We love you, Paul.
And then another woman called Nora, I believe.
God bless you, Nora.
Poor Nora got an earful as well, to the point where she actually had to say...
Was Nora a 7-year-old woman? Did you put down her knitting needles to answer the phone?
The opposite. She sounded really young. I was like, this call is being recorded, just so you're aware.
Hey,
like,
fuck you, I'm recording you!
Yeah, I was like, whoa, you don't need to say it's being recorded. But yeah, so I'm very unhappy, and I think, given...
Yeah, was that a threat, do you think? Hey, I'm recording this.
Yeah, definitely.
Really?
100%, I think so. I think it was, listen, be really careful what you say, because depending on how this goes, we could just cancel your insurance.
I'd love if she was real sassy about it. If she was like, yo, you better check yourself. We got you on CD, girl.
CD.
Floppy disk, yo. We gonna send it on to the police.
Whoa, that was close. But yeah, so it kind of got me, it got me then, and it got me pushed on to then further down the line to further rants, which I don't want to go into, all of them. But one of them was... Basically,
we're not. Hang on. Are we? No. We're not pushing into another rant.
No.
I
just want to say
one is enough for my mental state.
I want to put it out there. I want to table this idea as a rant for next week.
All right. Next week's rant.
That everything leads to Dublin. And this is my all right.
All roads lead to Dublin.
Well, it's true, right? Every motorway goes to the M50. The majority of them, and on top of all the roads going to the M50. Yeah. But we don't need to have everything in there. The cost of everything is too high.
Yeah.
And so look at the Children's Hospital. That is exactly what I would like to table. The Children's Hospital is costing so much because they're building it in Dublin. Put it out 100 kilometres outside of Dublin, 50 kilometres outside of Dublin, and that price will half, if not drop by even more. It will. The price of land, where they're putting it, it's inaccessible. Everything, it's not acceptable.
I just don't want to get on that topic.
Exactly. Yeah. We won't open it this week. We will table it for another one.
I'll need to do some research on that.
I'm telling you, it's just...
I don't disagree with you, of course.
Disgraceful.
Yeah, Dublin's crazy.
I don't understand why everything has to be in Dublin.
Being back in college and mixing with people who are renting in Dublin, Dublin prices for anything.
Madness.
Not even talk about the rent, just cost of living is crazy. Yeah. So, I had people booking flights to go home to Brazil, Germany, wherever for like 2 weeks over the Christmas break because it was cheaper than staying here. To pay for the flights was cheaper than paying 2 weeks rent here. To fly all the way back to Brazil for 2 weeks. So, yeah, fair enough.
Yeah. But that's where everybody is giving out at the moment about, nurses need this and nurses that, and I don't disagree. But I think we should look into the cost of, rather than necessarily having to raise a wage, why don't we look into the cost of everything? Because increasing the nurse's wage and increasing the base pay of the country, all it does is add to inflation. So bread now is €1 a sliced pan. Everybody's wages go up by 20%. Bread will just increase by 20% in price. It's exactly what's happening.
Nah, give nurses more money. Nurses more money.
Yeah,
nurses
I
more
agree.
Money.
Give the nurses more money, but what they need to look at is that by just giving the nurses more money, then what knock-on effect does that have on all other areas?
Oh, teachers will be the
other-
next to go, then the guards.
Teachers, the guards, and then you'll have Lewis drivers come out again and say we need 150 grand for driving a train and pushing a button.
Yeah, I agree.
Train, tram.
I agree that nurses deserve it, guards deserve it, teachers deserve it. But that train driver strike was bloody atrocity, so it was.
But we allowed it. We allowed it.
I didn't allow it. What am I going to do? Go out with a pickaxe and start swinging at them? Yeah. Hey, trainer, come here!
Get on your train and drive.
Okay, that's the end of the rant because I don't like ranting. Ranting's silly.
Yeah, I love ranting.
People will come to learn that, and I'll just laugh in the corner at you.
No, giggle. Don't laugh. Yeah. That's a little creepy. Do it when my back is turned and giggle like that.
Okay, turn around.
Okay. I feel like you're sneaking up on me. Are you touching me?
No, you're touching yourself.
I knew it. It was me. Good thing I sat on my hand for long enough.
News across the world. Did you hear the blowing up the online tabloids because I don't actually buy the newspaper that R. Kelly presented himself for?
Handed himself
50. Was he 51, 52 or something like that?
Oh yeah, I don't know on that, but
I remember.
20 counts.
I think I have it open here somewhere, but yeah, 20 counts was right. He's like 50 something, and I'm just surprised he's that old, and he still looks like R. Kelly. You know, he hasn't aged. Like he has aged, but you still
like
know
R.
it's
Kelly,
him.
but just
now you know he diddled kids. He's 52. He's 52.
Jesus.
Yeah, apparently they found some video.
Ah no.
Hopefully that won't get leaked because we don't. Nobody needs to see that.
No. No.
Poor old R. Kelly. Now, to the best of my knowledge, I don't think there's anything kind of overly explicit on the video. It was just him talking to young girls in his house.
Ah right. Okay.
Yeah. But
still,
yeah,
doesn't need to come out.
No, I mean it was a long time coming. I'm not going to be all we finally got him because he probably just made some mistakes along the way, and of course the one thing led to another, and alcohol and marijuana I think is cited a few times.
Yeah,
just made some poor decisions in life. But yeah, this ain't no remix; it's the real deal.
It's a real deal. Ooh, nearly got sick there. That was close.
Yeah, 2008 he was acquitted.
Yeah,
but yeah, I have to say he looks quite well.
Well, he doesn't look too happy.
No,
there,
not at all. Obviously. Actually, yeah, there was a strange quote from him, and he was like, his lawyer came out and said he is extraordinarily disappointed, which is fair enough. You can be disappointed in yourself, but depressed, you don't get the right to be depressed. You didn't. You're not the one who got.
You diddled.
You did
get
this.
diddled.
You can be disappointed in yourself, but you can't be depressed. Fair enough.
Depressed that people finally found out about it.
He's probably more depressed that he has to go to prison now. He's not depressed because of what he did. He's more depressed about sitting in prison.
I have to say though, fair folks don't hand themselves in. I think.
Well, I don't think he should be celebrated in any way, shape, or form. But I suppose it's the honourable thing to do.
That's what I mean. He's going to get done for it, right? It's overwhelmingly against him.
Oh yeah,
and I don't think there's any way that he'll get away with it. Then again, rich, famous, probably has a heap of money. Might be able to in some way bring it down from, what are they saying, 70 years in prison? He'll probably bring it down to a fraction of that.
Lost less than that, I think.
It's not. No, go.
Oh, sorry, he could have been president. That was for a previous charge.
But if it goes to the top there, I'm really sure it says 70 years. Go again. No, wait. I definitely read 70 years there.
Here, let's just do Control Find because I'm a tech guru. And yeah, I have a lovely mechanical keyboard. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, found guilty. Could face 70 years. Yeah, but as you said yourself, he's got the money. That'll be a low security penitentiary. He'll have TVs and pools and fucking.
Yep. Anyway, the equivalent to what Mountjoy is in Ireland.
Mountjoy is a joke.
But you compare Mountjoy to like an American prison, and it's literally like, hey guys, want to come in and stay in this barred up hotel? Like it's not a prison. So
the other news that I was hoping you might be able to shed some light on for me was this whole Venezuela thing.
I read a little bit on it. I kind of stayed out.
Yeah, I just looked into it because what's his name is linked with it. Richard Branson. He's doing some like Venezuela aid concert job. But nobody big artists. I think no big artists have really come up to it. It says like a string of Latin American artists raising money for goodwill to change the military's mind to release aid to the people on the border, but that's it really. It's like they just slapped Richard Branson's face on the news story, and it's like,
yep, that'll get people to click on it.
It got me to click on it.
I mean, it worked. I
get my money.
The one in the BBC one, so I would normally read BBC News in work. The BBC one that I had read had basically said that it was over, and again, I don't know if I'm going to get these countries right, but Venezuela and Colombia and Brazil maybe. I don't know. I think I might have Colombia wrong, but basically one country has closed its borders to stop aid getting in. Some new president has given out and basically said,
yeah,
no,
this
I'm
seems
not
like an
doing
American
this.
invasion. Is he's giving out its...
Yeah, it's they're trying to stop aid getting through, and I don't know. It sounded really complicated. I got like 3/4 lines of a paragraph, and then I just kind of give up reading it because it was just too much for me. But it basically seems like one country is blocking aid getting to another one. Like part of that, you know, they set up that stage. So they set up the stage on one side of a bridge, but on the other side of the bridge there was a political one by the other country set up, and that bridge is the border.
Oh.
So on this side of the border was the let's raise money and let's be all charitable. The other side of it was just like, these people are bad, blah blah blah, big political. No, we're not helping them. It's not happening. And it was a government like stage set up to basically say it. So yeah, it was a bit. It seems a bit weird.
Yeah, got my click. The old Richard Branson set off.
But again, that's all circulating around this whole 1 kilometre long stretch of people who are walking from southern American countries to southern American countries up to the through Mexico and into to the border of America, and America's closing the borders and all that, and what exactly they're going to do.
2 young men have just walked up to my front door and popped a letter in it. I'm actually going to grab that letter and we see what it is. Oh my god, a live intervention to the podcast.
It better be exciting. Oh my god.
Keep them entertained.
The sausage roll has choked me. So, guys, I suppose what's really important here is to note is that me and Liam are massive rugby fans, and we are going to get onto the rugby segment now shortly, whether Neil knows it or not. So, I do want to talk about team selection for the Irish match against Italy. I'd like to talk about the Wales and England match for sure, because I mean, given the current situation of how good England are being and how they've progressed and kind of developed as a team, we're going to get that for. Hold on, Neil is back.
Mitchell, they left 2.
They left
one
one.
for you. They must have known you were here.
Yes.
But the bastards left one on the floor, so they were littering technically. It's a coffee morning and cake sale.
Cake
so
sale.
We're gonna do a little shout out for the Ashburn House. No, we're not. Coffee morning and cake sale. €5 admission. F that.
€5 admission.
€5 admission, and then you probably have to pay for coffee as well.
I was going to say, would you not just make us pay for the coffee and cakes? I prefer to pay for the coffee and cakes than pay admission into a cake sale.
Yeah, if the pages weren't damp, we should try and make paper airplanes out of them. Yeah, let's try them off on the heater.
Try them on our radiator.
Yeah, you were talking about the rugby. I heard you.
Well, I was just saying I would like to talk about team selection. The likes of, like, it's interesting that given the fact that many may not agree, but Sexton is technically still the Irish number 110.
Yep.
He's had...
Woo! We nearly had an accident.
He's had dodgy games, but at the end of the day, he still is our number 110.
Oh, yeah.
But it's interesting to see he's starting against Italy.
Very
Joey
interesting.
Carberry's not even on the bench.
Very interesting.
You know, when you look at it,
is a word.
Andrew Porter played for Leinster last night, so he's not even on the bench.
Dave Kilcoyne is on, isn't he?
I haven't even looked at the team, to be honest. That's why I was thinking of, have a little look at it. But
I'll get it up here.
It's very interesting to see the way Schmidt is laying this out. It's like as if he's very concerned with not hammering Italy.
True, yeah.
He doesn't want to just beat them. He wants to put 60-70 points on them. And I think that's the reason he's picked the likes of Sexton. The reason that you still have Stockdale on the bench or on the wing. You have, I think, Carney's a fullback. Like, you have an Irish team that's virtually as strong as what played against, I'm gonna say, against Scotland, if not, I'm not gonna say as strong as what played the All Blacks in Chicago.
Oh god, no, that was an incredible team.
But Carberry started 10. Remember, like, there was
he didn't
change.
start 10.
He come on?
Yeah, he came on.
Oh, he came on. Sorry,
came on.
Yeah. You're right. Sorry.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's just interesting when you look at the way the teams are laid out and that and how we've picked it. We're really going out there to really kick the teeth off Italy, and I really like Italy.
Yeah, great team.
I really like what
Conor
O'Shea has done with their team and the way he's progressed them. It is just really disappointing that yet again this year there is calls for the bottom team of the Six Nations to go into a playoff with the likes of Georgia and other teams. I'm assuming they want to start including the likes of maybe Germany, who are coming up through the ranks.
Coming up. Portugal were in the World Cup a few years back.
Portugal,
Spain are always quite strong.
Yeah, like it's not necessarily something that you can discount and say shouldn't happen, but I don't know if it'd be fair you know, just because Italy haven't won a Six Nations match in 17 games or something.
I think it's been closer to 19. I think it was 19.
I still think that they are
improving.
One of the best teams to have in it. Yeah. I don't think you'd get the same. You get out to Italy, you look at the passion. You go to Georgia, although there's passion, and although like your man Godza and all that, I don't think it'd be the same.
No, it would be a messier game of rugby. They don't have the discipline. They don't have the. Yeah, it'd be much. It wouldn't be as enjoyable to watch. It would be a lot. I know. Again, a full strength Ireland team are expected to hammer Italy, and that's horribly disrespectful to say because I hope that's not the case. I really like Italy, but if you put a full strength Ireland team against Georgia, it's not even going to be a match worth watching.
It'd be the same outcome.
Yeah, it'd be the same outcome, but it wouldn't be enjoyable to watch. There'd be no defence. It'd be penalties, and
then you start getting fights because Georgia get annoyed,
frustrated,
exactly.
So, although I hope those teams come along in the future, and we have an 8 nations or a 10 nations in the future. Who knows? But
look at the way you structure the likes of the English leagues, right? And I know I'm talking league here, but look at or even the way the World Cup to me should be structured. There should be 2 tiers.
Yeah, they could do 2 conferences.
Yeah. Look at how, you know, not necessarily 2 conferences. Have a Champions League is all the best.
Oh, of course.
The Europa League, which is your secondary. You're still a European champion. You're still a world champion, but you're a world champion of Tier 2 rugby, as opposed to a world champion of Tier 1 rugby.
Well, I'm sure that's in place. We just don't see it.
I don't know. Well, yeah, okay, maybe we don't see it.
Yeah,
but you don't hear about it at all.
No.
Like, the only thing that I remember seeing the last time I saw anything to do with any rugby was when there was major controversy about the rugby referee who made the calls in the match.
Yeah,
and
being from that country or something like that.
He was from the country that was gonna profit most from those
he
calls.
Was coming up to the last World Cup, wasn't it? And he was trying to get
qualification for this World Cup.
This World Cup.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's why it's Spain, Portugal, Germany, I think, that are, and Belgium. It was to do with Belgium and stuff. So, yeah, Grant, best referee aside, that's that controversy. But apart from that, I haven't heard any matches. But it'd be great to see those Tier 2 nations compete. Not at the same level. We're never going to see that at the same level. But it'd be great to see the money pumped into them to get the development up, so that we're not watching New Zealand, Ireland, England, Australia, South Africa, and maybe Wales at the top of the tier all the time.
I just think, in looking at the perspective of World Rugby Union and like promoters and that, there's no point putting money into teams in rugby in Germany and Portugal because they just won't get the fan base. They really won't get the fan base. I mean, Italy was a stretch to get the fan base. They have it now, but starting from scratch again, it's not worth the money.
But they put the money into Women's Six Nations, which sounds horrible, but at the end of the day, that was held in Ashburn.
Yeah,
like 6,000 people maximum at a match.
Yeah,
and they pumped the money into that, and they made sure that they were done. Now, it's nowhere near the money that funding that goes into the men's team. Nowhere near. And I will never ever turn around and say that that's fair or right, but it is the way it's happening at the moment, and maybe it's something that needs to be looked into. But I think if you put the money into the team, you reap the rewards. Look at if you put money into the likes of the English team. The English team are one of the highest funded teams going. Yeah, Grant, they haven't been the best team, but
damn near close.
They're as good as you got. Like the World Cup final to me has got to be one of 3 teams winning it: Ireland, England, New Zealand. I don't see Australia being able to perform. I don't see South Africa being able to perform. Like the likes of Argentina won't perform. Wales, I think they'll do well, but they're in a tough group. They won't perform. Scotland are in with Ireland, and Japan being home nation will put it up to them, I think, and I think Ireland will beat them. I think if you wanted to pick who's going to go through from each group, I'd be happy to put money on it.
We'll do that next week, maybe. Yeah, have a look over the table. We'll have a quick gamble. You mentioned a few teams there. I think South Africa will perform.
Do you think?
I think they've had a good recent spate of form. They've lost a few games, but the games they've won have been big. They beat England 2 games in the summer, didn't they? Or did they only beat the one?
I think just one. Just one, yeah.
Just the one. But they did well. I really like them as a team. They're young. They got a lot of players playing in really prestigious clubs in Europe. I more so want them to do well. I think New Zealand could bottle it. I really do think they could bottle it.
See, they're like England. They perform in the
I think
stage.
They're becoming like England. No, I think they're becoming like England in the fact that the pressure is on them big time and they will bottle it. Like, I'm expecting Wales to win today.
You think?
Yeah. Well, if you look at the past games, it's 50-50. It's a really tough match to call, but I think the passion is there from England. Or not England. The passion is there from both teams, let's be honest. but England might just be coming down from a high of beating Ireland.
A bit
I
like
think
Ireland
it's-
coming down from a high from winning all those matches
Yeah, I
before
think it's
playing
impossible to maintain that kind of momentum. Whereas Wales, they had
No,
a handy run in with France. They, it was a bit touch and go at the start,
Yeah,
but they built on it. And last week they had
Italy.
so
Oh.
they'll be
Yeah, Italy.
they'll be well rested.
Yeah,
Where's that? Is that been played in Cardiff? Or?
in Cardiff. Yeah.
I think the Wales. I fancy Wales today.
It would be nice.
It would be nice.
It would be very nice. At the end of the day, it makes no real difference. Ireland aren't going to win it. But from an Irish supporter disliking, we'll use the term, the English team, and in particular certain English players, Farrell and the likes, I think it would be great to see. I don't know if I can ever say that I dislike any Wales players. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they're
a very likeable team.
They're a very likeable team,
I think.
and with some phenomenal players.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I think. What was I going to say there? I'm not really too bothered about who wins it this year. Look, we can't win it, so I would rather. Again, we'll look at the selection for Ireland now in 2 seconds. But I'd rather Schmidt put out a much weaker team and tried some players out of position than that against Italy. And if we lost, who cares? Like we weren't going to win the Six Nations anyway. I know it's about keeping face and maintaining momentum up to Six Nations, but surely the players can be sat down and say, "Hey, look, we're just going to try something this week."
But that's what they always do. That match in between. So it's what is it? It's 2 weeks on, a week off, a week on, a week off, 2 weeks on.
Yeah.
I think that's the way it goes.
Yeah.
That middle week was always, if it was against Italy, that was, or even at times Scotland.
Yeah.
If it was against them, they fielded a weaker team. It's no secret. Look at the previous teams. Like, you generally had your second string 10 and second string 9 starting. You generally mixed it up in the centre where maybe one, if not 2 centres would change. Your fullback definitely changed. Now, given that Carney didn't start the first game, maybe it's good to get him the time against Italy to get the confidence up again. But the likes of Keith Earls, Jacob Stockdale, I don't know why they'd be starting.
Yeah, so the Ireland squad starting at the back line is Rob Kearney, which is great to see him back, and he needs the game time at this level and the Six Nations. Keith Earls still keeps his spot, which I know you're probably not too happy with, but I think he needs to settle his nerves. I think this would be a good game to settle himself because he had some bad performances. Chris Farrell, great to see him back in action.
Yeah.
Bundy Aki, I mean, he's played every game at 12 for the last, even before the Six Nations. He played. So I think that's a position that we're kind of stuck. We need to find another 12. So he should be trying somebody else in there, I think. Yeah. Tom Farrell maybe from Connacht as well.
Definitely.
Could have gotten a shout. Jacob Stockdale, another guy who doesn't need to be there tomorrow or today. Yeah, tomorrow. Sexton shouldn't be there. Murray shouldn't be there. He needs to rest. He's only back from injury. Kilcoyne, great to see him. Sean Cronin, great to see him. Furlong.
Cronin's first ever start in Six Nations.
Yeah, and
Could not believe that.
Yeah,
68 Irish caps, his first Six Nations
68
start.
caps, and he's probably got 60 tries for Leinster as well. He's a machine.
He's a freak.
I think it's probably closer to 40 tries, but still for a
hooker
to be scoring
he
that
was
many
joint
tries.
top try scorer in the Champions Cup this season, I think.
Wow. Yeah, great player. Great to see him getting a start. Tadhg Furlong, I don't know, he's probably just there to settle the scrum, which is probably a good thing because the Italians are always big. They mightn't be as skilled, or they're getting disciplined, and they are skilled, that's bad to say. But yeah, we need the weight against them because they're big. Uldalan and Quinru, I'm so happy to see them together.
Yeah, it's good.
Connacht boys in the second row, young guys. Peter O'Mahony, captain, always have to have a good captain. Like, if he wasn't starting, I don't know who you'd put as captain. Like, say for example, if I suppose, but we didn't want Sexton in there anyway. So if Carberry was in for Sexton and Van der Fleer was in for O'Mahony, you're probably right. You're probably Carney or even Sean O'Brien would be captain.
Oh yeah.
So Peter O'Mahony's in at captain, great. Sean O'Brien, he needs the game time. Jordy Murphy, I'm delighted to see him back in. He is arguably first place between him and Van der Fleer. I really like him. Good player.
Yeah, we have a bit of
an abundance
predicament
of players
in the back. That 6, 7, 8 positions are quite, because even when you look at it from a Leinster point of view, you like, what's his name, Jack Conan.
Conan was there last week. He's a phenomenal player.
Like, Jordy Murphy's in instead of Conan. Jordy Murphy obviously up in Ulster, so he's getting a lot more game time. So now you have 3 starting number 8s for 3 Irish provinces, all fighting for that number 8 position. But again, we've seen the likes of Sean O'Brien drop in there. So Sean O'Brien is a 4th number 8 we can have in there. And then you've got
Peter O'Mahony can play there as well.
Peter O'Mahony
can't do it very often.
No, but he's too good of a flanker to put anywhere else.
Yeah.
But Josh Van der Fleer, then you put him in flanker. But you've got piles and piles of
talent.
6, 7 and 8s that can run amok against teams, and I just hope we utilise them correctly, given the fact that now Sean O'Brien is leaving. You know, he won't be on the Irish scene after the World Cup. He's gone. He's done.
What do you make about that, though? That he's allowed to play in the World Cup?
Yeah, well, he's still technically contracted with the RFU until after that.
No.
He will be.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, his contract is until after the World Cup. That's when his contract runs out, I think.
No, I think that, but that was made special, whereas Zebo, nothing.
It's different though, right? I think Zebo. I don't think his exit was the way the IRFU wanted it. I think he was a very public figure, and it was publicised a lot, and it didn't work out the way he wanted it, and I think he put it back on the IRFU, whereas the likes of Sexton went about his business. It kind of just petered along, and boom, he went off and he played in Racing. I think the saga of, like, Zebo was leaving for a long time, and it was a bit of a saga to me, him leaving. I don't think we're missing anything by not having him there, if I'm honest. I think...
Well, did you not see Henshaw at fullback? We need another fullback.
That's different. That's incredibly poor choice on Schmidt's side.
But who else would you put there?
You got Larmore.
Larmore's not... He's not... He road tested.
He would have done well better than...
He would have done better than Henshaw, but you can't say he'd do better than
Like,
Zebo.
I've seen an articulated truck turn quicker than Henshaw. Like, that was... It was one of the worst fullback displays I've ever seen by an Irish international.
It was awful.
But the difference is that what they did was they put someone in there who hasn't played there since back in last summer.
Yeah.
And you don't take a chance like that. Not in a game where it's 50-50. You take a chance like that in an Italy game where you say, right, grand, Henshaw, in you go, have fun. If it's not working, we'll put you in the centre, right? What you do is you put him in the centre and you put Bundyaki into fullback. Makes no difference. Who's going to even know the difference, right? Because the two, like, you're out there to play a game. You're playing against England, you're out there to win a game.
But you say that, and, like, we slapped him in the centre and put Bundyaki. Keith Earls was on the wing, and he was having a shocking day on the wing.
Oh, yeah.
Stick him a fullback.
No. Earls should have been benched. As soon as Earls shot out that line and Johnny May got in for that first try, Earls' head was not in the game. Take him off the pitch. Murray couldn't kick that day. Get him off the pitch. Sexton threw 2 or 3 intercept passes. Get him off the pitch. He should have been off the pitch way earlier than when it was.
Yeah.
That game against England was...
Carberry was great.
Farcical.
Carberry came on and was brilliant. Yeah. Carberry was brilliant. I love him.
If we didn't score... You do realise that if we didn't score that try at the very end there, England would have nearly leapfrogged us into second place in the World Cup rankings. We lost 1.8 points that day because
Schmidt
Schmidt
all the toys out of the pram. I don't know.
His choice was all wrong.
Replacements for tomorrow: Niall Scannell, Jack McGrath, John Ryan, Ian Henderson, Josh Van der Fleer, John Cooney, Jack Carty, whoop whoop, and Andrew Conway. Whoop whoop. Great to see Andrew Conway. I love Conway.
He's great. Remember that try he scored against
for Munster?
It was that against
Toulon. Toulon, was it? Was this like the last minute and he kicked it to himself? And
no,
it was kicked to him. Yeah,
he caught it right on the line and zigzagged his way in.
Yeah, he's a machine.
I'm interested to see what they do with regards to if we're, let's call it 40 points up, right? There's 20 minutes left to go. They haven't made any changes in the back line yet, right?
Yeah.
Do they go and they say, Grant, John Cooney on, Jack Carty on, Andrew Conway on, and they make the changes? Or does he leave on the likes of Earls, Stockdale, Murray to give them the game time? I think Sexton will come off. I think whatever way you look at it, I think Sexton will come off.
Sexton will come... I don't know. I would say Sexton will come off if Carberry was on the bench, but because it's Jack Carty, his first cap, I don't know.
But I'm saying we're up by 40 points.
40 points?
We can't lose the game is what I'm saying, right? This is now, how many more points can we score?
Okay.
Irish
it's like if we're that many points up, he's going to sub everybody. But regardless of the scoreline going tomorrow, I think Murray will be subbed at halftime.
You think?
Cooney will be in it because he needs another 9. Because if we lose Marmion again before the World Cup, we just have
what's his
Murray.
name in Leinster?
Yeah, McGrath. So it's a position that we do need extra space. So he needs a 3rd or even 4th. So he needs to try Cooney in there.
Did you see what's his name? Troy. Sorry, when we're on the topic of Marmion, did you see him playing the other night?
No.
Oh my God, we're watching the highlights later.
Yeah, it was a terrible game though. Glasgow, fucking 59-12 or something, was it? No, that was
Leinster. Leinster won 59-19 against the Thingies.
Southern Kings.
But man,
Marmion's a legend. I love him, man.
Oh, wow.
He's so cool.
So good. I think I have a signature at home when he was playing for the
I'll buy it off
Wolfhounds. I have it on a jersey. I have all of the Wolfhounds signatures. Remember this like 18-year-old prop came out. No idea who he was. Came out and I was like, oh man, could I have your signature? Can I have your, would you sign it for me? He's like, what? I was like, yeah, do you mind? And he was like, yeah, of course. I think it was like his first or second time up training.
Did you say prop?
Yeah. I have no idea who he even was.
Okay. Go on.
But he came out and he signed the jersey for me. I got all the whole of the Irish Wolfhounds.
Okay.
Wolfhounds?
Yeah. It was the Wolfhounds.
Wolfhounds,
Not
yeah.
that anymore.
Not changed?
Yeah, I think it's just under 20s now, isn't it?
I don't know. Well, this is the Irish second team.
Yeah.
They don't have a second team? It's now just
I think they got rid of the Wolfhounds and that whole thing recently. I don't know. Go on, anyway.
But yeah, they were training the national, so I rocked up, and I remember this prop coming out and signing it. But Marmion was there. Me and Robert sat in the stands, and the ball dropped up, and Robert passed. He was like, I passed it to him. I was like, okay,
sounds like Robert, alright,
yeah. A little special. But yeah, man, really nice guy. Really nice guy, really good player. And I think he will, like, if you had to pick a team in the future, right, like Sexton's gone, right? He's got a World Cup and maybe a season left after that.
Yeah, 5 years time.
5 years time.
Mahoney's gone.
Mahoney's gone.
Sexton's gone.
Oh, interesting.
Carney would be
Look
gone
who's
as
not
well.
there. Another prop. Leinster.
Oh, Jack McGrath.
No.
Oh, Cian Healy.
My legs are so big.
Yeah.
Yeah, the likes like you're take our entire front row is gone, right? Because I don't think Tyke Furlong will last. I think he'll be gone because he's old enough, isn't he?
Cronin? No, Cronin's around.
No,
Cronin's
Furlong.
here to stay. Oh, Furlong. I think his body can't take much more, man. He's a monster. He's destroying
if
folks.
If they do what they did to Cian Healy, which is
that wasn't by choice.
I know, but then they realised when he got injured, and they realised they had to kind of peel him back from that.
Yeah. Wrap him in cotton wool and keep him.
But he's phenomenal now.
Yeah, he's a machine. He's back on good form.
Arguably, if you put Cronin in the front row with Cian Healy, if you put the Leinster front row in, Furlong, Healy and Cronin, you have the strongest front row in World Rugby. Devin Toner in second row, regardless of whether you're going to score or not, he's the best jumper in lineouts you're going to get. Partnered with, I'm not too sure yet. I don't really know who I want to say he's partnered with. I like Ian Henderson, but I think he's very hot and cold.
I don't like Henderson.
He was phenomenal. He was.
He had his moment. He peaked in the Lions tour,
yeah,
and then he got the red card in the end of that phenomenal game that he had.
So who would your second row be?
My second row, James Ryan and Quinn Rue.
I
love Quinn Rue.
I know you do. Remember he got slaps?
Oh, the slap was amazing.
I still haven't found the video of it.
No, it wasn't being recorded, man.
Wasn't it?
That was whatchamacallit, Challenge Cup, so that doesn't air.
Challenge Cup against thing, yeah.
Yeah.
They used it to air Challenge Cup matches.
Some of the English teams do, but none of the rest of them now.
Connacht need to hurry up and get their stadium and
I can't wait to see that.
Go, yeah.
Okay, let's move on from the rugby before we head off. Predictions for tomorrow. Scoreline, try scores.
Fuck. That's a tough one. That's really difficult. But I want to say Ireland to win by at least 50 points and to keep Italy to below 20. I think Italy will get a couple of tries. I think I'm going to say 3 tries and 2 conversions, maybe 1 conversion and a penalty. But I'm going to say they're 20 points or less. I think Ireland to score 60 points plus.
No, you're giving the Irish way too much credit.
Do you think?
I think Ireland will score closer to 40 points.
Wow, okay.
And I'd say anywhere between 12 and 17 points for Italy.
That's a tight window. Alright, okay.
England
and Wales?
I would rather... England and Wales would be super tight. I don't even think there could even be one try in that game and we'd be lucky. I think it could be a 10-12 victory.
Oh, I can't do it away altogether.
Yeah?
I'm going to say that. It's like 28-29.
Okay.
I'm going to say like Johnny May to score 2 tries.
I just think the Welsh defence is just...
But
incredible, and then the Welsh offence isn't what it used to be, so they won't be able to break down England. I think it'll be a really tight affair.
Yeah.
If Wales can keep their stamina up and defend for the whole match, it'll be a really tight game.
Yeah, if they can man mark England.
I don't think they need to man mark. They need to manage the backfield with Farrell kicking because he destroyed us, and then they need to just do their typical Welsh sweep defence, whatever you used to call it.
Yeah. Shuffle or whatever.
Yeah. So just looking real quickly at the Italy squad, I didn't even do it. Tommaso Allen, great player.
Yeah.
Campagnaro is a phenomenal player.
Padovani,
yeah, he's alright. Giraldini's always good.
Wait, Giraldini is captain?
Yeah, Sergio Prisa didn't make fitness. He's concussed.
Ah, no.
Maxime Amanda, I don't know how to pronounce it. Great player. And the computer just
I need
decided
to
to
change
unlock. Yeah, Zani's a good
Ian
player
McKinney
too.
on the bench.
McKinley.
Yes.
What a man. Yeah, but did you watch him on the Late Late Show? I
No.
don't condone the Late Late Show, but he's a very...
I don't condone the
I
Late
don't.
Late Show.
Alright, that's a whole other story for a different day. But yeah, I said I would move on from the rugby. Just final thing I want to say on rugby. Ian McKinley is such a handsome man.
Is he?
Oh man, if I could put somebody forward to be the next James Bond, Ian McKinley should be the next James Bond.
We had an Ian already, didn't we?
Ian Fleming. Huh?
Ian-
No, Ian
no,
Fleming
Ian
writes the
wrote
fucking
them.
things.
Wrote them. He did.
Yeah, he did.
He did. He go by that.
Okay, so that's our prediction for the rugby. Mitchell thinks it'll be a washout of Irish points, and I think it'll be a little bit tighter, but we'll still win happily enough. Try scores. Stockdale is obviously in for a try.
Yeah.
Chris Farrell needs to score a try for Ireland still, so
He'll get
I'd
one.
like to see him.
Yeah.
Cronin always good for a try.
Great one.
Forwards will definitely get over, so Cronin could get in.
Sean O'Brien and Jordy Murphy for a try each.
Don't think so.
And I'm going to say, I'm going to be bold here. Rob Kearney.
Carney,
I'm putting it out there.
I mean, I don't know which is a bolder call, that Sean O'Brien is going to score or Rob Kearney's going to score. They
I'm
just,
just being
it's just
outrageous.
not in their nature, you know. Murray's always good for a shout.
He is.
And then obviously my kind of out there choice would be Jack Harty to score on debut. It would be so good.
He'll probably kick a penalty or two.
Nah, I'd like to see him do an up and under catch like he did a few weeks ago for Connacht. Oh man,
Run
little
it
Gary Owen right under the sticks. What a champ. Okay, that's Rugby Cut Talk done.
Right.
Mitchell, you know nothing about this. I'd like to premiere a segment on our podcast.
Okay.
On the premiere episode of our podcast, a segment that for the moment I'm calling Trivial Trivia. And
Okay.
all I'm doing is putting together a quiz for you.
Right, okay.
And you feel free to put together a quiz for me on.
Can I pass or fail on this?
No, I'm just going to give you a point score based on what I fucking want to give you a point score based on. I decided to start.
College was off today,
Yeah.
dude. What the hell? I'm still being
No, I
graded.
decided to start with something that I think you'll be good at.
Oh no.
So we're going to have.
find out how stupid I am.
No, it's not. It's nothing academic. We have 3 rounds.
Three rounds.
The first round is what I'm going to call your points gainer. This is where you'll. This is the easy round. Okay.
Alright.
So I put together a little PowerPoint. It won't actually come into play until the third round. But basically, I'm going to ask you about car models today. Okay. You're a car guy.
I'm a car guy.
Not to say that you're part car, part guy, but you like cars.
Yeah, I'll take it. I'll be car.
Okay.
Part car.
Okay. So the first round is from the CSO figures, the Central Statistics Office.
Okay.
And it is the Ireland's top motors of 2018. And it's a list from 1 to 193 of the top cars licensed in 2018 in Ireland.
Okay.
Okay, for context, what do you think the top car is? Just there's no points
That's
going
a
in.
Hyundai Tucson.
No, the Golf. The Volkswagen Golf is still the top
Is
licensed
this the
car.
top selling?
Licensed in 2018.
So this is registrations.
Yeah.
Okay, grand. See, that's a little difficult now
Because
because that involves imports from the UK, which involves a lot of people who wouldn't be buying a new car.
Which
If you looked
would
at
be,
new car registrations, I think it's the Hyundai Tucson. But okay, we'll go with imports as well. This is going to be a bit more difficult. Okay, Golf is
Right, so just for context, the top spot at number 1 is the Golf at 3,944 units. Okay.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to give you the model number name of a car, and you have to give me the make.
Oh, okay.
So, for example, I would have given you Golf, and you would give me
Volkswagen.
Okay, and then you get a point for that. And then I'll give you bonus points if you can get within 100 of how many units.
Oh, okay.
And for a hint for that, I'll give you the position on the list. So again, it's from 1 to 193. So again, our context is Golf is at top spot with 3,944, and at number 10 is the CHR, which is a Toyota. I'm not giving you points for that, by the way. And that's in 10 spot, which is 2,500 units.
2.5. Okay.
So the top 10 goes from 3,944 to 2.5. That's top 10.
Drop to 1,500.
And again, this is your points grading round. So my first one that I had picked off was the Tucson, which is a
Hyundai.
Now that's a point for Mitchell. Yay! Ding ding!
Yeah.
Don't you feel good about yourself?
Yay!
Now what position on the list do you think that was?
I'm gonna say third.
You nailed it. 2 points for Mitchell. And can you give me what units do you think? Now again, the Golf was
3,944.
Yep.
So I'm gonna say this was about. It was fairly close.
Within 100.
I was like within 100. I was like
No, within
444.
100 of your answer.
It was close, but it probably wasn't as high as it was in previous years. I'm gonna go for about 3,350.
No, I'm sorry. It's 3,700.
Wow, it's
86.
still that
yeah,
high.
it's still pretty high.
Okay, alright.
Oh, so you came away with 2 points. Their second on the list, the Sandero, is a
Dacia.
Dacia. Good man. And where do you think that came on the list? Now we're taking a drastic jump. I'll give you that.
We're taking a drastic. Right,
Yeah.
it's probably 35th.
Ooh, you're close. It's 26.
Okay.
You get 1 point for Dacia, and if you can say the units, so again, 10 CHR was 2.5. What do you think is in 26?
1600.
1400. Ooh, you're getting close. No
damn.
points though. No points. Okay, the Kodiak. Who makes the Kodiak?
Kodiak. Renault?
The Skoda Kodiak.
Skoda. Okay.
Mm.
Oh, it's the Kona. Sorry, yeah, I'm thinking of the Kona.
Yeah,
Apologies.
okay. Please don't tell me that's on my list. No, you're good. You're good. Cool, so no points there. It's at 39, and it's at... How many units would you say? 39 on the list?
39.
How many licensed last year?
850.
No, you were 50 off. It's at 1,000. In around
150.
1,000
Oh,
units.
sorry, the 150
Yeah.
off. I was like,
Sorry. So
Okay.
no points there, so you've got 3.
Okay.
The Stonic, which I've never heard of. The Stonic. What do you think? What brand do you think names their car the Stonic? Think about it. I have this picture here of all different car logos. Just there's more that aren't there though.
Oh, I don't know. Nissan.
The Nissan Stonic, incorrect. It's the Kia Stonic.
Kia Stonic. Okay.
Yeah, Kia Stonic. Never heard of it. We should look it up now in a minute.
Yeah.
It's at
ugly.
position 40. Now, the Skoda Kodiak was at 39 and it was 1046 units, but I would have given you 1,000. And this is at position 40. What do you think it is?
I'm gonna go 850.
It's 1,016. I practically fed you those points. All right, sitting at position 46 is the something Arona. This one I know. This
Arona?
One, yeah, this one I knew. I think they had a big ad campaign for this car last year.
My head says Skoda, but it's not Skoda.
Ooh, you're close.
Arona.
The Arona.
Volkswagen.
The Seat Arona. Say it, whatever you want to
It's
call it.
Airtion I was thinking of. Damn it.
Oh my god. Hey, every time you say a make, I'm like, oh god. Okay, now that was that 47 on our list. And this is, how many units do you think this one is? I'm giving you a good nod here.
1,000.
You dumbass, it's 840! If you said 850, you would have gotten it.
I hate you so much.
I practically fed you that one. You have 3 points. Sir, you have 3 points.
How did I get 3 points? I got 2 the first time, then 1 and 1. No, I'm at 4.
No.
Damn.
You didn't get the Kodiak, you didn't get the Stonic, you didn't get the Arona.
I'm retarded. That's
right,
fine.
round 6 of round 1. I can't even pronounce this. Is it the Koleos? K-O-L...
Renault.
Yeah, I've never heard of it, man.
Wow.
You never heard of it? You just knew it was Renault?
I was just saying Renault.
It sounds like Renault. Yeah, good job. The Koleos.
Stupid
Yeah, I'll give you a
name.
point for that. This is 82nd on the list.
Fuck.
Okay, so just, again, the Arona was 47 on the list.
840.
And it's 850. Well, 43, yeah. And the Renault Koleos is at 82 on the list. And it's way down.
430.
It's 350. You get the points. Ding, ding, ding.
Winner, chicken dinner.
The Nero, as in Robert De Niro, drives a something Nero.
Nero.
We've already heard from this brand today.
Kia.
Good job. Fed you that one too. Again, this is your points gain around. So another
Man, there
point
was
for
loads of
Kia.
brands we've had already.
88 on the list. So quite close to the Koleos as well.
300.
320. I'll give you the points. Ding, ding, ding. Okay, the EcoSport. The EcoSport. Which again, I thought was
That's
like...
a brand? Oh, that's
That is
model?
a model of a car, yep. I thought it would have been like the Volkswagen Golf EcoSport, but apparently this is a model of a car. Fairly...
Not Mercedes, not BMW,
No,
not
no.
Volkswagen, not Toyota, not Renault,
You
not
gotta
Chevy.
think it's a fairly common ass car in
Ford.
Yep, the Ford EcoSport. Nice. It's at number 100. It takes the 100 spot with how many units?
280.
262. You get the points. Right, number 9 on our list is the something Celerio. Celerio. I'll give you
Celerio.
that it's at 136 on our list, just for context. But who do you think makes Celerio?
No, it sounds like an ice cream. I love a Celero.
Yeah.
Do a little bit
Yeah.
of Celero on holidays, huh?
Man, like Celero should buy these cars for the advertising campaign and then put Celero on.
Why
sides.
don't we work in
Yeah,
advertising?
we should be in advertising,
God damn it.
man. Give us a job.
I
Hook
don't
us
know.
up.
I'm gonna say Toyota.
Ooh, Suzuki. The Suzuki Sonata.
I mean, come on, country it was the right.
136 on the list. Out of 193. We're going way down in the figures.
Oh. 120.
It's at 150.
Right.
Nice. You get a point there. Pick up a bonus point. Right, final one on our list. This is kind of a
Is this a fuck you one?
This is easy. This is actually easy. If I gave you the model, you would get the car straight away. I know you would. But what do you think is the least licensed car in Ireland in 2018? And again, I was shocked by this because I'm pretty sure they had a big advertising campaign for this car as well last year.
Oh.
Again, we've heard from this car brand today
crap,
already.
I was going for like a really fancy one there. I was going to say BMW M3 or something.
No.
So
This is an everyday brand car.
but it's the least licensed car in Ireland.
Mm-hmm. And it shocked me. I've seen a few of them around as well.
I don't know. I can't think.
Okay, I will give you.
I don't know. I'm trying to think of what ones I wouldn't have seen much of.
Okay, I will just. Will I tell
Just
you
give me a
the
letter.
model?
Give me a letter.
F is the model. Starts with
The model.
F. We've heard from the car maker today already. Begins with an F.
Ford.
No, the model begins with an F.
Yeah. I was going to go like Ford F100.
No. Much more common than that. Like much more like family orientated car. Well, not so family orientated, but
Renault people carriers or something.
The Renault
Like I don't know what F1 is.
Fluence. The Renault Fluence.
Oh, the
Never
fucking rotten saloon car.
Yep.
Blech. How many was? Oh, hold on.
Yeah. How many do you think were licensed last year?
54.
This is no. It's pathetic. 7.
7.
7.
Oh
According to the Central
God.
Statistics Office, 7 people registered a Fluence last year
Jesus Christ.
in Ireland.
That's shocking.
That's awful. So Mitchell, I'll give you 7 melons out of 18 watermelons. Okay, points wise.
Deal.
Great. Round 2. The worst selling cars of 2018. Now, this is
Renault Fluence.
this is from an American website. So these are much more high brand, high quality cars.
Okay.
Oh, no, never mind. I need to be doing it here because okay. From motor1.com. Worst selling cars 2018.
Okay. All right.
Okay, so this was the list of 15 to 1, and obviously we're going to start at 15. And I haven't done them all. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cars that I want you to try and guess. So who took the 15th spot at 2,268 units in the US? It is I don't know. Should I give you the model or the make first?
Well, you gave me the model, the make of the last one.
Mm-hmm.
So if you give me the model of this one,
No, I gave you the model last time.
yeah. So give me the
Make
this time.
You want the make? Okay, this was a Jaguar.
XJF or XKF?
Neither of those is at 15, but
XF? XR?
last
it's
answer.
the
Last answer.
X.
No. I mean your next answer is your final.
Oh,
Answer.
it's the Jeep one.
Is it? I didn't get pictures of this one. I have pictures of the next ones. It's the F-Type.
Ah.
I'm pretty sure you said F-Type earlier.
Well, I said
the
XF.
first. No, but Jaguar have 3 cars on this list of the worst selling cars.
Jags are shit, man. Jags
the
are shit.
F-Type, you said it, the XF and the XJ, all on this list.
Oh, fantastic.
Oh my god, they took 15, 14, and the number 6 spot.
Oh, wow.
Right, at number 10, this is one that will make you feel great because it is a Lexus. And it sold 1,979 units in the US. The Lexus what?
Well, it's not IS200.
Nope.
I'm going to say
It's-
IS300.
I'm going to give you a clue, and there's no numbers in the model number. This one I probably should have given you the model first.
I have no clue.
The Lexus LC, and it is a hideous looking car.
Is it?
Yeah,
Right.
I did not like the look of it at all. Okay,
I don't know
this
that.
time I'm going to give you the model, not
Okay.
the maker. Okay, this is number 8 on the list of the least selling cars
Okay.
in the States.
I'm not doing
the,
very well in this round.
The Mirai, M-I-R-A-I, 1,700 units. Big car company.
Toyota?
Yeah, the Toyota Mirai. Never heard of it.
No, I nearly said
Never
Mazda,
heard of
but no, yeah.
Okay, I'm going to give you the model name again because the make is too easy for this one.
Okay.
This is the 3rd least selling car in
Tesla.
the States. No, this is the something for two. As in FORTWO 4.2, and it sold 1,267 units in the States last year.
It's got to be something like Renault or something
It's
stupid.
even more stupid. It's the stupidest cars you'll ever see on the road. That if I bought one, I'd shoot myself. Imagine a car that is built just for 2 people. 4.2.
The fucking... I can't think of it. I know.
It's
smart.
not a dumb car. It's a smart car.
In the back of my head, all I had was Mini, and I was like, "Is that a Mini?"
Yeah, and the K900 sold 354
Mercedes.
units. No, K900.
K900? No.
Last guess. I'm going to give you one chance.
K900.
Maker begins with a K2.
Conan's egg?
No, the Kia K900.
No idea. I've
Yeah.
never heard of that car in my life.
Yeah.
I was going for real fancy. You said they were high-end cars. Damn you.
Yeah, well, it started the list. I looked and I saw like Jaguar, Lexus. I was like, okay, fair enough. And actually, I have 2 surprise ones at the very end. That you'll be
lovely.
happy to hear. Number 1 on the list, the worst selling car in the States of last year, the 4C, 238 units. This is from a car company that I thought were long dead and gone. I don't see them anymore.
Oh.
It is a 2-worded maker.
Honda.
Honda. Honda boys.
Is that hyphenated?
No.
A brand that should be gone.
That I thought was long dead. You don't see them anymore. And this car looks like a cheap man's Ferrari. Like this company wanted to make a Ferrari. Or a Porsche. No, Porsche is probably more accurate.
What? Man, I've no idea.
Alfa Romeo.
Alfa Romeo, yeah. The Giulietta is a really nice looking car over here. It has the door handles up on the back behind beside the window. Really nice looking.
But is that new? Like, are they still making those?
Yeah. They dropped off. They had no car production for a long time, and they started up again.
Just some surprise entries on the list. The Audi A8 was on the worst selling cars.
So expensive.
And probably not so much a surprise, the Audi TT, because people have realised that it's a hideous looking car.
Except for hairdressers.
Yeah, hairdressers. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah. Okay, this is just weird, wonderful car models. I don't know what's happening anymore. Round 3.
No.
Okay, I'm going to show you a picture of a car. It starts off with actually a really easy one. This is from a website called... Oh no, there's different websites, but I think most of them are from complex.com. And 25 weirdest car names. Okay. The Cube. Who makes the Cube?
Nissan.
That's an easy one. We've seen that before.
That's fine.
Now,
I also know what symbols look like, the emblems. So if there's emblems on this, I probably will be able to guess.
No, I blacked off all the emblems bar the Cube for some reason. I just gave you a gimme in the Cube. Alright, who do you think makes the Mini Active Urban Sandal?
Mini Active Urban
Sandal?
Sandal?
That is the name of a car!
Sandal?
The Mini Active Urban
it's gotta
Sandal.
be an Indian car of some
An
type.
Indian, you racist. There's a woman in the picture. Where do you think she's from?
I don't know. I can see her eyes.
Oh God.
Mini
Active Urban Sandal.
Okay. If it's mouse, because it says it on it, I'm going to be real annoyed.
No, it's not mouse.
Mazda?
Mitsubishi.
Okay.
Okay, no points there. Next one, the Bongo Friendy. Wow, what were they thinking? Who makes the Bongo Friendy?
Have I heard of these manufacturers before?
Oh yeah, you have.
Mazda.
Yep, you spot on. Yep, spot on. This one is a hilarious name. The Homie Super
Toyota.
Long. No, the Homie Super Long.
Dacia?
The Nissan Homie
Nissan?
Super Long. Yeah, I don't know where they were thinking of that one.
God.
The Minicat Lettuce.
Dacia.
Nope. Again, with Mitsubishi doing their thing
Mitsubishi,
again. Yeah, going a bit wild with their
Fuck.
car names. This one's also great. You'll get this. I think you'll get this one because it looks like a car they would make. The Life Dog.
Honda.
Yep, that is a Honda car, isn't it? That
That's the spoiler.
screams Honda.
The spoiler.
Yeah,
It's
the
a
spoiler on a little town car.
Yeah.
I just thought this light thing was Honda as well.
Actually.
Very Honda.
It's very
But
H-shaped, actually, now that you look at it.
the Life Dunk, yeah. The
Life
Honda
Dunk. I
Dunk,
appreciate
yeah.
this. I love direct translations.
Yeah, this might actually be one of my next one might be one of my favorites. The Deli Boy. Look at that thing.
Toyota?
The Toyota Deli Boy. What's going on with the front of this thing? It looks like
It's an aerodynamic.
aerodynamic. But you know the Nightmare Before Christmas. You know the guy who can like open his brain and he's got that snout.
Yeah.
It's his head in a car. He's got and I can't not see it. Right, second last. This is a name that I think you'll appreciate. The Titan Dump.
Titan Dump. I need one of
Probably
those.
the funniest car name I have ever come
See,
across.
based on the number of Mitsubishis we've had, I want to say Mitsubishi, but it's not.
It's not Mitsubishi.
It's not Mitsubishi, and it's not Mazda, because it's one of the ones that makes a kind of trucky thing.
Oh, is it?
Is it a Mazda?
It is a Mazda. The Mazda Titan Dump. Right. God.
Titan Dump. My
And finally,
God, that is
okay,
shit.
the Every Wagon Scrum Joy Pop Turbo.
Fuck off. That
okay,
is horseshit.
okay, it's the Every Wagon, and then
Okay.
obviously additional models would be like the Scrum Joy Pop Turbo.
That's genuinely a model.
That's genuine. You can buy a car model
Like,
that
that
is
looked like you were mashing your keyboard with your forehead and you
Yeah.
typed Scrum Joy Pop Turbo.
just Scrum. Again, if I've known anything in my 26 years on this planet, the internet never lies. So this
You're not
is
wrong.
a something Every Wagon Scrum Joy Pop Turbo. Think of the words that you're looking at and put it with a car manufacturer.
Like, I want to say Toyota, but it's not a Toyota. Every wagon.
Not a Toyota.
It's Jap though.
I think so. Yes.
Mitsubishi? It's not Mazda.
Suzuki!
Suzuki. Damn it! Ah!
Mitchell,
I'm so annoyed at
you
myself.
did
for not
actually,
getting
you
Suzuki.
did fairly well. You got Titan Dump, Delivery Boy, Honda. You didn't get Lettuce. You didn't get Homie Super Long. You got Bondo Fendi, and you got the Nissan Cube. So I will give you 18 elephants out of 44 dolphins.
I mean, that sounds like a fair deal.
Yeah, I mean,
I
if you
can't
go by
complain.
weight, you're probably ahead of them.
I hope
44
so.
dolphins to 18 elephants.
No. Well, maybe. We'll talk about that in the next podcast.
Fair enough. Yeah, we might look that up. Okay, ideas for next week's podcast. Just one thing.
Did I win or lose?
Oh, you definitely won. I think we're all winners here.
We're all winners.
Yeah. And the only loser is really the audience. Sorry, guys. Yeah. So during the week, you called over to me, and I was watching a phenomenal movie called.
Oh, Tomb Raider.
Remember Tomb Raider?
Yes.
So I figured that for a segment on our podcast, we will.
Thought that was something else. I'm not gonna lie.
I have a giant fist. That,
Demonstrate you do.
Yeah, I do. And I have filled it with pieces of paper, and on each of those is a movie based on a video game. All of them
Excellent.
video game adaptations of movies. And I figure we watch through this list that I got from the internet, one at a time, every week, review it, watch it during the week. So I'll let you be the first choice, but your fat hands mightn't fit through here. There are some double ups, obviously, like I only picked one of the Resident Evil franchise, you know, there's 1 and 2. I picked one of them. So on the piece of paper you'll see a name and a year, and that's what we're watching during the week. Take notes, and we'll see it. We'll talk about it next week. Please don't be a bad one. Please don't be a bad one. Far Cry, made in 2008. We're going to watch the Far Cry movie.
Okay.
This came about because I was watching Champions League during the week, and who were on? Atletico were on, and Juventus. 2-0, Atletico.
Yeah, they took the mick out of Ronaldo, and Ronaldo was like, "Yeah, I've got 5 trophies, and your whole thing has none."
Yeah,
Yeah. I'm
But at
Ronaldo.
halftime, an ad came on for Anthem. You know Anthem, the new video
Yes,
game?
I've heard. Yes.
Did you see the live action ad?
No.
Directed by Neil Blomkamp, or however you pronounce his name.
Blomkamp.
You know
That's
Blomkamp?
an excellent name.
District 9, Chappie.
He did District
Yeah,
9.
yeah.
Great film,
He's
I
a
like
good
it.
director.
Okay.
But this really high budget ad came on,
Okay.
and I was like, oh my god, they're making an Anthem movie. Like, but the game only came out today. It's like, what the hell? They're making a movie about a game that isn't getting stellar reviews at the moment. But it looks like a good game, whatever. But the trailer looked so high quality, like it looked better than most Hollywood trailers did, and I was really excited for it.
Okay.
And it was like visionary director Neil Blomkamp. I was like, oh my god, they got Blomkamp for this, because this is going to be a great movie. It was just a trailer, which is like a 3-minute trailer that he directed. I was like, what?
Wow.
So I thought, you know what, let's watch some old video game adaptations,
Yeah.
because I realized if they made an Anthem movie, it'd probably be terrible, because all video game movies are terrible.
Yeah. Fair.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I was like, I'd like to defend it by somehow saying something, and I nearly said Assassin's Creed and was like, "Are you trying to shoot yourself in the face?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
What's wrong with you?"
You missed your foot right there, and you just hit
Yeah.
yourself in the face.
Just
Okay, so that's gonna do it for this week. I think. You happy?
yeah. I think we got through most stuff.
We'll slap this audio up on SoundCloud, and
Yeah.
if I get around to chopping it up into bits for YouTube.
Chop me up, baby.
But yeah, I had fun.
Yeah, I had fun.
So for next week,
Most
we watch a movie. We watch Far Cry.
Watch a film and read the news. which I do every day in work anyway. So I mean,
Yeah, 'cause you
I'll
don't do
I'll
any
just
work.
continue that. Yeah, exactly.
Mitchell, it's always been a pleasure.
I mean, yeah, it'll continue to be a pleasure.
And I will go now and watch the rugby, and hopefully we'll see a Welsh victory.
Welsh victory. Is there 2 matches on 2 or 1?
Scotland,
2 matches
Scotland and France, which would be decent games as well because they're both on par.
on par. Yeah.
Both have really good offense.
Yeah, Stuart Hogg's out.
Yeah, true.
Although Kinghorn's playing fullback.
Leia Kinghorn, what a name!
Yeah.
I actually do like the Scottish team because their names are great.
Yes. Yeah. Sure. What's the
Hamish Watson?
Hamish
Hamish Watson's a
Oh
baller.
my god.
Although the Welsh guy with the dreadlocks on the flanker is quite good too. He's got a great name as well.
Yeah. I know who you mean.
With the dreads, he's a beast.
Yeah. He gets in trouble a bit though.
He does, yeah.
He gives away a lot of penalties.
Yeah.
But no, yeah. So yeah, I'm happy.
That's a wrap.
Thanks very much, folks.
See you next week.
Talk to you next week.
Or whenever.
Yeah.